big question here, obviously. You've seen the Jose Benavidez interview, has a couple questions gearing up to that one, but also Turkey Al Sheikh saying, hey, can Benavidez make 168 pounds? Lots of people are talking about, that was towards Crawford. Yesterday, Shakur Stevenson did an interview saying that he believes that Terence Crawford can beat David Benavidez. Tell me, what's your thoughts on Turkey's tweet and the matchup per se? Do you feel like that's something that is, I don't know. You tell me. I mean, Bomac is saying no.
No,
Crawford's
I
saying
agree.
no.
I agree. No, and I want to salute Benavidez for saying David for saying no. Crawford is too small. Because Crawford's a small guy, and like you say, Canelo was a smaller guy moving up. David Benavidez always been a big guy. He never fought at a lighter weight, and he's huge. And I think and that disturbs me about Turkey. That'll piss me off and make me start talking shit about him just for stupid shit like that. Because I was mad at Mayweather when he proposed that. And even Tank said, "Now, what if he love you or he care about or this and that? Why would he say that stupid shit? Him fight Benavidez? Come on now. Let's not. Okay, so then that kind of okay that pisses me off, and it's almost like he got the money. You know what I'm saying? And basically I can control you with the money, so to speak. You feel me? Like so now I'm gonna present this to the Benavidez fight. No, 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 no. Benavidez should be going to fight Bivol and Better Be and these type of guys because he's ready for that type of competition. That's where
Shiraz possibly.
Benavidez. Who you say?
Shiraz possibly.
Okay, yeah. Shiraz, because he had 68 though, right? Shiraz at 68.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Tall
yeah.
fella.
But Shiraz, David Benavidez is a two-time world champion. Shiraz just his biggest win is over Edgar Berlanga, and Berlanga was just a lot of fluff. So let's not,
In
he
a
did damage
controversial
on the
draw with Carlos Adamas.
controversial draw, and that wasn't controversial. Adamas won that fight. But you know what I'm saying? Okay, he still hung in there with Carlos Adames, and that was at 160. Moved to 68, beat Berlanga or whatever. But we ain't talking David Benavidez's levels in against this guy. So
Agree.
David Benavidez is ready for B-Ball or better be. He's ready for the upper echelon guys in that weight class. Benny, he was a two-time world champion, and he fought Andre, and he fought Morel, and he beat Bosdick, was a former champion, and the like. So David Benavidez, he about to fight Yardy, who was a champion. Did he beat Kovalev? Who did he beat? Did he end up
No, he
winning the
got knocked
title?
out by Kovalev.
But did he ever win a title? Did he beat what the fuck is his name? Uh Selwyn Barrera or somebody or something. I don't
I
know.
think
I don't know.
maybe.
I don't know. Okay. So he's finna fight that guy. And so I think that's where he's at. But I that disappointed me when I seen that David Benavidez make 68. I don't think that's a good fight for Bud, and I don't think it's a big fight. I think Bud, then, as far as big fights, I think this is the biggest fight. And like I said, if you want to see Bud, if you're going to watch a master at work. So these will be showcase fights for Bud, so to speak, going in at 60 or whoever else he fights.
Back in 2023, they saying he was a unified champion. WBC,
Yardy,
IBF, and WBO.
Yardy,
Yardy.
nah,
British
he wasn't.
professional light heavyweight boxer. Yeah.
Yardy won all the. Nah, I don't think he was.
I never
Who he
I
beat?
never thought he won that many titles.
Did he beat Kovalev? He had to win. He
Nah,
had to
he got
inherit.
knocked out by Kovalev. I seen that.
Okay, so he must have beat Sullivan Barrera or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Um
I didn't think he won all them titles though, for real. But I'm gonna look it up when I get off the phone with you. Yeah.
um
So like I say, I don't. I see Shakur. I know, like you heard, he said he has a great enthusiasm for Crawford and thinks he could beat him, but I don't see where that's necessary for real. I don't see where
but
that's necessary for real. Benavidez he gains nothing from beating Benavidez, except he's going to be considered a giant slayer, or something. But I don't see that. I don't think Bud needs that, man. Canelo was as big as you get, and it was already a uphill battle with that because, like I say, the guy is a Hall of Fame guy. The guy got everything you could think about. He's a hard puncher. He's a seasoned guy, and so and Crawford made it look easy. That you don't get no better now. I hope we ride off in the sunset. I truly do. I hope he pulls one and just is nothing else to prove in boxing no more. You've been a four-time Ring Magazine champion, a three-time undisputed champion, a five-weight world champion overall. I mean, you just don't get no better than that. And why not leave when everything is going great for you, when when you got all your faculties? Because, like I say, I believe he got enough money, and he's so smart with his money. He's not going to want for nothing in life no more. So, the training camps are grueling, like you say. It's not easy because the training camp be worse than the fight. Man, come on. So I would like to see him. Hey, he did everything he could do, and y'all gonna miss him when he gone. That's what I would say. I hope so.
I see some people pushing, you know, um, do what Canelo didn't want to do. Fight the guy that he's been ducking.
Well, if I was Canelo, that'd be the fight I'm looking for. I'd be trying to fight Benavidez now. Fuck it. I wouldn't worry about Crawford no more. I would he sacrificed himself, like you say, he had a lot to lose or perceived, to say he hurt
But
his
that's
legacy. But
passing the torch, though, isn't it?
yeah, I, I mean, yeah, you could say that. You could say that, yeah, in a sense. But like I say, if I was Canelo, I'd be trying to fight Benavidez now. Go get right back in the spotlight. Go right back in the spotlight. Go with a guy that you can hit. You know what I'm saying? Because Benavidez is gonna be there to be hit, and maybe go up to 75. Where you a little stronger. I think Canelo kind of trimmed himself down a little bit, trying to be a little bit more quicker and a little bit more agile for Bud.
I
I
think
think
so
he
too.
changed himself. He seemed a little slimmer, in this fight. So I think he wanted to try to be a little bit more agile for Bud, and I think with 75 he probably won't have to do so much. So I would try to be fighting Benavidez now. Forget it. Let's just get it on down. Maybe for the one of them titles at 75, if like I say, they strip one of them guys, or I don't know. But if he went out, I wouldn't be mad at Canelo neither. If he retired, I wouldn't be mad because he done so much. What else is it really to do?
And your reaction to his father, Jose Benavidez, saying that
Oh, oh, just a hating motherfucker. Just a hating motherfucker. Oh my God. Just a hating motherfucker. And I knew, and when he said that goofy ass shit, he said, he I think he was saying about it too. Maybe Canelo was past it and everything like that. And that if the fans
he's
wanted
all done.
Crawford to quit, huh?
He said he's all done. He said Canelo's all done.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah. They never take no accountability. Where was you at when the when coach? Where was you at when the man was missing weight? Where was you at, coach? Where was you at, Mr. Manager? Where was you at, Pops? Never take no accountability. You know what I'm saying? Um, and like I say, he's what he say. He said the people want to see the fans don't want to see that. They want to try to see Crawford get beat, but that's not a fight everybody want to see. Crawford fight Benavidez, and then he said this. He said he was saying that Crawford don't have no fans. Crawford not a draw, but when Crawford fought this guy, it was a record because it was Crawford involved in it. When he didn't break no record when he fought in Billy, he didn't fight. He didn't break no record when he fought Berlanga. He didn't fight no record when he fought Munguia. There was no records. He fought
He
in
never fought
Mexico, right?
Mobility. He never fought Mobility, but he fought.
Not
I
with
know he,
Billy.
Skull.
What's it? Skull. Yeah. So like I say, now when we talking about, okay, so listen to this. He fought Munguia in Mexico, right?
Yes.
Okay. There were no records broken in that fight.
Did he?
He fought him in Mexico. He fought him in. I think he fought him in
I
Mexico.
thought John Ryder was in Mexico, but okay.
Okay. Okay. So even say that. That makes it even better. So he fought John Ryder in Mexico, right? And no records was broken.
Mm,
When Julio Cesar Chavez fought Greg Haugen in Mexico, it was over 100,000 people in there. Now that's a record.
mm.
When he fought Greg Haugen when Chavez, because the way Chavez is, he broke a record. Okay. Now Canelo's supposed to be just as big or big. It was no record. He fought Greg Haugen. Greg Haugen was get good as a whoever we said, John Ryder or somebody. I mean, maybe a little better. He was world champ, but this is the point I'm trying to make. There was no records broken. If he'd have fought anybody, there's no records broken. Maybe Benavidez. Maybe Benavidez. Maybe Benavidez. That was a lot of hype on that fight. But outside of that, he needed somebody like Crawford to break those records, you know. So you gotta to say that Crawford doesn't have a that's propaganda. That's a way to try to diminish Crawford and try to put him down. Crawford has a huge following, a huge following. Now it was a lot of Mexican there. It was Mexican holiday. It wasn't Black History Month. It wasn't Martin Luther King Day. It wasn't Malcolm. You understand? It wasn't. It wasn't that. And they're very proud. We don't even have that. We don't even have that in the culture like that. Like Black, we got a whole month. They got 2 days, Cinco de Mayo and Mexican Independence Day. That's their day. It was, of course, it was gonna be, and the ticket prices was astronomical. Who could afford to do that?
Come on.
Nobody. Who could afford to do that? Crawford had plenty of fans in there. He had a lot of white fans. See, that we can't just talk about blacks. He had a lot of whites too. He had lot of white people rooting for him too. So, like I'm saying, but it was Mexican Independence Day. Of course, they're gonna come out in droves. They're celebrating their heritage.
And a lot of
We,
celebrities.
oh, I was with everybody. I was with I had Charlie Sheen, Joe Dirt, right there with me. I had, of course, Angel Reese back there with the homegirl. I had Dave Chappelle, Tracy Morgan, Wiz Khalifa, Charlize Theron, uh, motherfucking Sophia, whatever her name is, from Modern Family or something. I had her over there. It was so many people over there right there next to me. So many people. Now, one of my biggest fans is Jason Stratham.
Oh,
So,
word.
so Jason Stratham. Now as he come over there, he was talking to Turkey Al Sheik. He seen me. He seen me. He stopped talking to Turkey and come over there and shake my hand, uh,
Let's
uh, uh,
go.
giving me all kind of props and all kind of praise and everything. One of Buzz lawyers, Harrison, he was amazed by that shit. He was shocked, like Bernie. He stopped talking to Turkey Al Sheik when he seen you and come over here to talk to
Yeah,
you.
I
So
think the 423 people out here is hearing that shit like, oh shit.
yeah, so I didn't even post the picture that I went, and then all the paparazzi guys they took pictures and everything like that. But like I say, I still didn't post that picture, but I knew who the guy was when he came to me. I didn't pay no attention before because I watch movies and I'm a buff. You know what I mean, for everything. Sports trivia. I'm a buff, but like I say, this guy come over there shaking my hand and telling me how much of a fan he is, and you know what I mean. So I mean, I'm lightweight celebrity with this shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Go.
he had a he had enough. He had enough love or whatever to come over and say all the other guys they knew who I was, but they try to act like I'm nobody. You know
And
what
they
I mean?
like
They
that.
didn't want to. You know what I'm trying to say? And I
So when they
treated them the
see
same way.
when they see him pull up, they're like, oh, I wish I didn't see that.
And listen, you know what I'm saying? And all the rest of them, I didn't bother him. I did say what's up to Tracy Moore. I threw the heads up to him. Dave Chappelle, I follow him a lot. I've been watching him since before everybody was on Dave Chappelle, man. I go back to his
Yeah,
first stand up. So
I'm
you
a
know what I'm
big
saying? I
fan.
had a chance to say what's up to him. And it was real cool, hollered at Angel Reese and I just hollered at, but I ain't really reach out to nobody. I wasn't going around the arena like trying to see who I saw and you know what I mean? Shit like that. Me and Magic, we threw the fist up. You know what I mean? But like I say, I ain't one for fame and all that type of shit. When you on the tube or whatever, people will see you. But like I say, sometimes they don't want to acknowledge you or act like they bigger than you or bigger than you or you know what I mean? And to a certain extent they are. They real movie stars, you know what I'm saying? But I'm Bernie the Boxer, baby. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm just him. Period. You feel me? Everywhere I go, and it been like that my whole life. You know what I'm saying? People hollering at me, honking down the streets. You know what I mean? My whole life. So I've been popular since I was a baby. Since
Let's go.
kindergarten. You know what I mean? So it was a good experience. Though it was a beautiful atmosphere, and man, to come away with the victory was just and the way he did it, man. So I'm just so happy for the guys, because like I say, if you listen to their stories and um a lot of people, probably if you made it, everybody that so-called made it, the struggles that they went through, because they was kicked around too. Nobody loves you until you make it. You understand? You got a core set that fuck with you and believe in you, and you just gonna be the same no matter what. You know what I mean? You gonna be the same. They don't give a fuck if you. And some of them will tell you, I don't give a fuck if you know movie star. I don't give a fuck if you know what I'm saying. You still the same guy in my eyes. But the
And those are
struggle
the
to
ones that
come
don't hit the like button.
so like I said, so I'm so happy for Saul, man. One day when they tell their story, because they you haven't heard Bomac's story. You never heard his trials and tribulations in life to get to this point. Saul, you know what I'm saying? Red, you know what I'm saying? I kind of told my story already. I let my shit be known. You know what I mean? But and that's still really haven't blown up yet, but that's okay. But like I'm saying, I'm just so happy for these guys, because when I see Bo, I be so happy that I know him, because we've been, in the trenches, and been on fuck the B side, the C side. You know what I'm saying? And so to see them reveling in the accolades, in the prestige, in the fame, in the glory. I just love it, man. I swear. Like for all of them, before they brought me up as a trainer, you know what I'm saying? you know, like I say, I just watched them and I'm just so happy for them. But to see it, to be with them every day, and to realize that we do whatever we want, what we eating tonight, what I'm saying? Let's go shopping. Let's go, what I'm saying? To see this, or, to see him taking care of so many other guys, just watching out for him, and Saul just in red, just the way they are, they come back with loads of food, and they treating the guys in the gym, they buying them clothes and shoes, and just sharing all their riches, and Bud, the way he just takes took all the guys from let them be in his house, and to see him just do that shit is just, I love that shit, man. So I'm just so happy for them, man. I'm just, it really just, like I say, it just makes me so joyful, man, to see my guys that I've known all my life, to live that life, man. So I'm just so happy for him, man. And I'm so happy for Bud, man. I always knew this, and around the city, they say, Bernard, before anybody told me about him, it was you. You take him around everybody. Everybody, you keep telling us this guy gonna be this type of guy. And so I
Big
just was in my
brother.
bar. He said, I tell her. He said, I was just telling people. Bernard told me a long time ago this guy was gonna he was gonna be it. And like I say, to see him doing his thing, and to the way he take care of his family, and to see that shit, I just love it, man. Bought them all houses, bought them all cars, took care of his mama, take care of the grandma. I mean, man, the amount of money it takes to do this shit, but he does it with nothing. Because like he said, Bernard, I never would have had this kind of amount of money. So the money that I spend, or the money that they take, shit, that's still more money. I still got more money left over that I would never even have. I still got plenty. And when you live like that, and you think that's how your blessings keep coming, that's how they all live. Red, Saul, Bo, that's how they all live. They got the riches, but they ain't too big, and they share it. And it's just for anybody. When you share, the Lord will make a way for you. I'm so spirit. That's just truth. When you give, it will come back to you. You don't want to overgive and lose, but when you give, and you don't looking for nothing back, and you're doing it genuinely out of your heart, that shit always come back to you, man. It just go full circle for you. So I'm just so happy for them, man. I'm just so glad, and in that aspect, man. I'm ecstatic.
That's fly. That's fly to have that brothership, man. Cole J Darko, thank you for the $2. Please tell Bud to tell Turkey to get rid of Dana. What you
Mm.
think about that one?
I don't know. Like I say, I don't have nothing to do with none of that stuff. That stuff don't concern me one bit. But like I say, well, if the thing with Turkey Al-Sheikh, what I'm saying about, can David Benavidez or hitting with shit like that, I think that's just bullshit. That's just bullshit.